This is the story of the 30 Years' War, one of the deadliest conflicts in European history. Well, enough small talk. Let's get right into it. The conflict took place in the Holy Roman Empire, which wasn't entirely holy or Roman or even an empire. It was more like a completely overcrowded Discord group chat with over 300 states. These states were in the same empire, but each of them were semi-independent. When I say that, I mean they don't share each other's stuff. So if another state catches you wearing their underwear, believe me, it's going to become a problem. Anyways, none of these states could ever agree on anything. If one said that iron is better, the other will say steel. If one said that Kit Kat is better, the other will say Snickers. If one calls it a dick, the other will call it a pee. All right, you get the idea. At this time, Europe was mad about religion, but since none of these states could agree on anything, every one of them had their own beliefs on what the religion should be. You were either Catholic, Team Pedophile, or you were Protestant, Team Martin Luther. Anyways, those were the two main religions of the empire, and each side thought the other was just a pack of morons. You know, Catholic used to be the empire's only religion when everything was united and stuff, but of course then those Protestant idiots had to come along, brainwash people, and turn everyone against each other. Anyways, there was this king of the empire called Ferdinand II, who looked like a cross between a pissed-off garden gnome and a constipated duck. He also had a chin that could slice open a watermelon, and a nose that could pierce a brick wall. So if a robber ever broke into his castle, someone just had to pick up Ferdinand's head, throw it, and boom, threat eliminated. Anyways, Ferdinand was a Catholic ass-kisser. Every Sunday he'd go around passing those stale cardboard cookie things they always hand out at church. Anyways, this man wasn't letting people have their own beliefs, so every time he saw a non-Catholic person, boom, dead. But a thing that pisses me off is that Catholicism and Protestantism are the same religion, just different branches of Christianity. You're both licking the same God's feet, right? But Ferdinand didn't seem to give a shit, as he was too busy murdering a bunch of Protestants with a chainsaw. In the state called Bohemia, where most people were Protestant, they saw what Ferdinand was doing and were like,
Nah, that guy. We can believe what we want to believe.
They sent a message from Bohemia to Ferdinand saying,
Suck my balls!
How many of your balls do I have to suck? I want to suck every one of them.
Are you gay?
Are you?
Best night ever.
Anyways, Ferdinand was less than pleased. He went around withdrawing Bohemian rights and executing them whenever he got the chance. His new personal hobby was decapitating those punk Protestants whenever he had the time. So the Protestants rioted, protested, complained to management, and basically acted like Major League Karens. Damn, they really are Team Martin Luther. Anyways, they scheduled a meeting with the Catholics at Prague Castle, and you better believe things escalated fast.
We can do whatever we want to you, and you can't do shit about it, you pig.
1, you talk as slow as that sloth from Zootopia. And 2, we actually can do something about it. Lift him up and throw him.
Out the window.
In an event called the Defenestration of Prague, the Protestants threw the Catholic politicians out a 3-story high window. Amazingly, they didn't die. The true story on how they survived is the angels went down from heaven and flew them to safety before they fell to their doom. Just kidding, they fell into a pile of dog shit. Anyways, the Catholics dusted themselves off and ran away muttering,
Those Protestants are lunatics.
You might think that this would be the end of the chaos, but no. Bohemia had enough of Ferdinand's crap, so they kicked him to the curb and elected their own king, Frederick V. In fact, he was given the nickname Winter King. You're probably thinking, because he was so good at the Olympic Winter Games? Wrong, because his reign was so short it barely lasted one winter. Anyways, Ferdinand was pissed. He called for help from his Catholic buddies like Spain and Bavaria to back him up as he declared war on Bohemia. So Bohemia was like, 2 can play at that game, and invited Sweden and Denmark to help them beat Ferdinand. The first major battle of the war was the Battle of White Mountain. It was fought in Prague, which was the capital of Bohemia, and also the place where the Catholics were yeeted out the window. If you think that Bohemia wouldn't lose their capital this early in the war, you'd be wrong. They were absolutely destroyed in the Battle of White Mountain. The Protestants had the high ground, so they thought this would be an easy win. But their defenses were lousy and their troops were already nervous. So when the Catholics charged, they plowed through the Protestant defenses like a hot knife through butter. Within an hour, the remaining Protestant forces dropped everything and headed for the hills. Meanwhile, the King of Denmark, called Christian IV, a massive partygoer and a grape juice addict, wanted to join the war and lead his Protestant buddies to victory. However, Christian was a way better party planner than military strategist. But if we're talking about good military strategists, we gotta bring up the King of Sweden, Gustavus Adolphus, who I'm just gonna call Gustavo from now on. Anyways, Gustavo was often regarded as one of the greatest generals of modern times, and every general has to be brave, right? Well, this man took risk to the next level. He would literally stand in front of a charging army hoping they would stop for him. But when they don't stop for him, well, let's hope he got that medical insurance. Anyways, this man's military tactics and artillery were way ahead of their time. He won 2 straight battles in a row, but got stabbed to death on the second one. It was like the MVP twisted his ankle during the championship game. Tragic. You want details of those battles? I want to explain, but I'm late for dinner. My mom is going to beat my ass. So I'm going to make a part 2. It'll be released next week or so. And if you crave blood, part 2 might strike you as interesting. But I've got bigger problems to worry about now. I can hear my mom coming upstairs with the belt. So this is goodbye for now. Uh-oh. She broke through the door. Yeah, peace, I guess.
Watch out, watch out, watch out!